Why I think I fight. Do I enjoy it? No. Do I enjoy training? No. Do I enjoy cutting weight? No. Am I nervous? Yes. Do I think to myself, what am I doing? Yes, completely. Unfortunately, it's one of those things you are born with. You're not. And the only way I can explain it to try and make it make any sense is that if I'm not doing something which is either extremely difficult or extremely stressful, I'm in a perpetual state of crippling boredom. I can't explain it. I see other people live their lives and I can't wait for the weekend because I want to watch this movie. I think who cares about movie? They're looking forward to the weekend for a movie, looking forward to the weekend to get drunk. Like these things to me are so mundane, they mean nothing. And if I don't fight, if I'm not in a situation where I'm stressed or worried or concerned and just perpetually bored and boredom's crippling. If you're an intelligent person, and you've got a good brain on your shoulders, you can't just sit there bored. So most smart people take the academic route to avoid boredom. They learn, but that's never really interested me either. Although I'd always been an intelligent guy, I've always done well academically, it was never interested me. And then I see people climb out Everest, would jump off buildings or do base jumping, or the guy who jumped from space. People think, what's he doing? He's crazy. I understand. Because some people cannot live normal life. Some people cannot just function 9-to-5 office job and get drunk on weekends. That is not for some individuals, and it's not for me. So I have to find something which keeps me physically tired enough to stop me going to war, and mentally tired enough. And I've chosen to fight because without this, when I'm not training, I wake up every day and think, okay, what we do today, it's 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. I'm bored. Everyone's at work. I'm bored and I'll end up doing something crazy. You end up drunk or on the Eurostar, or it's just a random lifestyle. So I'm constantly looking for never-ending entertainment. It doesn't exist. I think the only thing that could stop me fighting is if I had enough money to constantly entertain myself. Unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life. With fighting, I have to train twice a day and I have to train hard. And the stress can be the stress it brings in. Every aspect can replace fun and my mind is occupied. It occupies me. It's on the way. I can try and explain. I could never stop doing this, even if I lost 100 fights, because I'm not built to live a normal existence. I can't do it. I couldn't just have a kid with some girl and sit at home and work a little bit and relax. I've never relaxed my entire life. I don't know what relaxing is. It's just not me. I was a 4-time kickboxing world champion for 12 years. I trained 5 hours a day, 6 days a week, and I was motivated to train probably about 25% of the time. The rest of the time I went because I am disciplined, and you don't feel like going through that on a Wednesday morning when you wake up and you have to do it because you're disciplined. You're either a disciplined individual or you are not a disciplined individual. There's a difference between want and want, and I say this all the time. People say to me, I want to be rich, and I say, okay, well, I want to be able to ice skate, but I don't want to be able to ice skate enough to go learn how to ice skate because I can't be bothered. I mean, surely if I could click my fingers and be a figure skater, I'd click my fingers. Who wouldn't? But I don't want to actually go train. Is it because I don't want it enough? And this is exact point with money. Everyone wants money put on their lap. If you truly wanted money, you wouldn't be able to sleep until you had it. And this is the point. Because when I had nothing, I couldn't be distracted. You couldn't distract me from what I wanted. That's who I am. If I want something, I'm gonna get it. I do not need to be motivated. I'm a disciplined person. I allocate X amount of time to work. I'm going to do it. But that is the bottom line answer. It's discipline. You're going to have to work when you don't feel like working. That's how it's going to have to be, or you're never going to be. One of the only things in this world you can control is your state of mind. You can't control the weather. You can't control other people. You can't even control your health. You might get a brain hemorrhage. You might get hit by a bus. One of the very few things in the world you have genuine control of is your state of mind. You decide if you're a disciplined person. You decide if you're a happy person. You decide if you're a depressed person. These are things that in real time you can affect in your brain. This is all you can control on Earth. If you can't control that, then you're just a feather in the wind and life is going to blow you around and you might land somewhere good. You might land on a dog ship. Nobody. The state of mind is what you want to control. If you can't wake up and say today I'm making some money, and actually try your very, very best and actually stay dedicated to that task, if you can't do that, goodbye. Every man understands you shouldn't be complaining about things you cannot change. You have to play the cards. You're going to be born a certain height and then to sit there and what do? I'll tell you what you do. You become the best version of yourself, just like everyone else does. Nothing about the height is, in and of itself, enough value for me to be a valuable man. As a man, you build your value. You are born. But the cards are to help. Sure, it'd be ideal. Look, I'd love to be 7 feet tall. I'm not. So it's the same argument. If you're 5 feet 2, you need to become rich, strong and funny and charismatic and interesting and witty. If you're 6 feet 4, you need to become rich, strong, well connected. It's the same game, so to sit there and complain about it is asinine. All of you have a handful of instances. I don't think you understand that you could have been in a car crash at 4 years old and lost your legs. You have any understanding of how lucky you have been? This is pure luck. There's no reason, there's only luck has kept you fully able-bodied, sitting there, capable of learning and listening and becoming something. You don't really need to be that tall if you're important and rich, and when you walk in the room, you think, what? Mayweather walks in the room. Fix that frame in your mind. You are viewing yourself as a short man. Stop it, and be the man.